aren't tough. Oh, dang it. Hey gang, it's John, and it's a What's Blank Wednesday, and it is a What's Tough Wednesday. And today we're going to talk to a few of our awesome staff members about some of the toughest things they've done in the outdoors, and then see what they feel is our toughest gear here in the store. So without further ado, we're going to turn this over and have a little conversation with MacKenzie. I didn't realize you were the arm wrestling champ of Cedar Springs High School in the day.
I do my best.
Hey, what's the toughest outdoor activity you've done in your life?
The toughest outdoor activity would probably have to be hiking through the jungle in Costa Rica. It was pouring.
Okay. And
the rapids were really high and fast. Water was brown, and you also have monkeys all around you that are very territorial. And the grass is super long, so you have to be careful where you step because you don't want to get bit by a spider or a snake.
So you had scary critters, monkeys, bad weather. How long were you out there?
We were out there for about 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you survived, and we're glad we got you here at Bill and Paul's. So what's an item that we have here in the store unrelated to your trip that you think is a really tough product?
The Ultra Lone Peak all-weather women's shoe. This is an all-weather, so it's waterproof. And I took the shoe on our work kayak trip, and my feet did not get wet once.
You guys had some pretty miserable weather.
We did. It sleeted, rained, snowed. It was cold.
Your feet relied on those tough shoes to
Yes.
get you through the trip. So, well, thank you so much. I'm going to challenge you again. I got to redeem myself.
All right.
All right, we'll be
Wish
back.
you the best of
All
luck.
right. See you, Kenzie.
See ya.
Hey, Tough Guy Ryan.
Hey, how are
Thanks
you,
for being part of the toughest thing at Bill and Paul's episode here. So you've done a ton of outdoor adventures, starting your parents took you guys on a lot of different trips all over the country. What's the toughest outdoor adventure you've experienced?
Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of little things to think about, but for me, it was running the Chicago Marathon back in 2012. So kind of started on a dare with some guys here at work, and started with the Riverbank run, and then 6 months later, we were doing the Chicago Marathon.
So I've done one marathon, and I know that they're hard.
It is.
What did you find the toughest thing about it?
Well, the toughest thing was the training for it. So just going out on a Saturday and saying, "See you kids, I'm going to go run for 22 miles," and then the last mile of the marathon is brutal.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like
The running's hard. It's the training and making yourself it's all mental. That's the thing. So you did hit the wall?
I did.
You hit the wall, yeah.
Hit the wall, cramped up, had to pull over to a street light, so I looked good going around the corner for my kids.
But you were tough enough to finish the race,
finished,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, tough product from Bill and Paul's. What's something in the store you feel is a really
Tough product is my base camp duffel from North Face. So, and I would say really any duffel we carry, but my family would probably own one from every brand. But thing travels everywhere with us, and you can drag it, toss it, throw it, squish it, crush it, and you can't damage them.
I think you buy these things once and you're basically, I think some comedian made a joke one time. You buy the right luggage, you own it for life. So.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing your tough item with us. We're going to introduce Marsh next and find out what his toughest adventure was and see what he thinks tough's in the store. All right, Marsh, thanks for joining us on this tough guy kind of What's Black Wednesday. So, toughest outdoor adventure you've ever done?
Okay, backpacking on the Jordan River Valley Trail.
Interesting. Like, people do that all the time. So, what made your adventure so tough?
Well, things that I always tell people not to do, is don't overpack.
Okay.
And then be in shape. And I was not ready for that trail at all, so it really taught me a good lesson in being prepared.
So it was mostly a fitness and conditioning toughness type of thing?
Yep.
How long were you out there for?
Well, it's just a 2-night.
Okay.
It's about 9 miles each day, and but it did teach me, some valuable lessons that I can pass on to our customers.
So how were you feeling at the end of it? Tell me about that part.
Oh yeah, I was so glad to see the end of it, the parking lot, and then.
So you toughed out the mistakes that you made. I love it.
I got there.
All right.
Yep, I finished.
What's a product in the store that you find particularly tough that you would want to tell our customers about?
All right, Gator Patch makes these. This is a skid plate it can be used on canoes and kayaks.
Okay.
And I put them on all my boats because I usually
You like to bang your boats around.
Yeah, right. I don't miss too many rocks sometimes. So I'm in the river, and then this is great for protecting the boats. But it's tough stuff.
So it's a tough ridge of plastic that adheses to the bottom of your boat.
Yep.
And gives you extra protection.
And protects it, but it is super tough, easy to put on and install.
We've been using that a lot for the repairs. If you guys have a kayak that has a hole in it, or I'm thinking you got a problem with it, you can either get it yourself or bring it in, and we use this as a repair. So,
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing your tough story and your tough stuff, Marsh, and
You
we
bet.
look forward to seeing you on the trail next time. So,
In shape.
Yeah, all right, in
Yep.
shape. All right, take care, man.
Yep, thanks.
All right, gang, we're going to wrap this with my toughest adventure, and that's got to be the Ore to Shore Hard Rock Edition 2 years ago. I've been biking for a long time, thought I was in pretty good shape. I went up to Marquette and literally got my butt kicked by the punchy, rocky climbs. There's Misery Hill in the middle of that thing. I was so bonked near the end, I ended up having 2 epic crashes. Was able to get back up and cramped all the way into the finish line. Bruised, battered, but I did finish that. So I've done a few big things in my life, but that one was by far the toughest. So, and my toughest product in the store, I actually had along with me, and that's the Osprey Duro 15, kind of hydration / bike pack, adventure racing pack. I am on my second edition of this only because my first one wasn't tough enough to withstand the attack by my husky eating the beef jerky I left in it the day prior from a race. So this is the newest edition of this pack. It's been on dozens of long bike races, adventure races, and it just keeps on ticking. Everything's in the right place. They had a lot of luck with this. So we would love it if you guys would comment on some of these videos or potentially share some of your tough adventures with us and maybe some of the gear that you've gotten here at the store. We certainly have enjoyed presenting our stuff to you this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week for another What's Blank Wednesday.